Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is fantastic to see you. It's your boy. We're back. Also, I haven't introed like that in a while. I made a point to say hiya. But anyways, nonsense aside, welcome back to Try Not to Grin. We are in our memes tab, and I'll be honest, I spoiled one for me, essentially. What do you call it? I logged in here and I seen Fluff, resident beloved member of our community, and then I read this, and I read this wrong the first time, but then I had to double read it because I was like, this ain't Fluff. Fluff ain't like, if Fluff was packing, he wouldn't phrase it like this. But it's, I got a big ha-da-da. That's how I read it first time, but then I was just like, no, this don't seem like something Fluff would put out there. And then I reread it because I always fuck up. And I was like, I got a dig bick. I thought it could be like dig brick, but maybe brick would throw you off. I don't know. You that read wrong. This is it. This is like a perfect, sorry, hi. This is where we were looking at memes, but this is a perfect example of how my brain works, and I don't know what that is, but it's like this times 1,000. Like, it's so hard for me to read you that read wrong because my brain just wants to say you read that wrong. Like, it's the best example of my brain just auto-correcting to try to find out how to make sense. Maybe it's because I had always had a bad memory with words, so I'd always have to be like, I don't understand that. I guess if I put this word here, it kind of makes sense, and then I don't have to slow down because school is always like, go, take notes. Anyways, hi, hopefully you're having a lovely day. Thank you for putting out with me. We are back in our lovely memes tab to look at all y'all in your crazy, demented mind. Oh, also the last thing says, you read both of those wrong. You read that wrong too. Is it this one also fucked? You read that wrong too. Okay. Anyway. Also, your boy is matching white in the exact same. I look the identical same. This is what you don't want. This is too much matching, or you just look like you belong in some sort of weird cult. You know, no good. Also, I wonder if we should change our tack with this, because it's not like you can see the fluorescent ball because the lighting is a nightmare. Because your boy's pigment is dark and this is really bright, so I can't have both. By dark, I mean it's just tan, but what do you call it? I think I should increase the brightness so that these do, like, equal out this level of light. Okay. It's kind of a little bit sort of like orange, but it's, yeah. Although it looks less like spoopy. I like the deep, like dark face. Anyways, sorry. Our boy Kay coming in here saying, thanks Hank, you really taught me a lot about propane and propane accessories. Oh, okay. And I tell you what, I'll tell you what, young man, I don't think I know what a heart of card is, but I know, I know for certain you've got the heart of a Texan. I don't know Hank Hill's accent. All I know is it's jarring. Also, man, I don't know. This is one of the one avenues where I just never got it. I never got the Hank Hill, like, humor. I just, like, to me, I get it for like 2 seconds. I get it when he says Bobby. I get that part. Everything else is just like, I'm just like, when is anything gonna happen? I don't know. You know, that's basically all of King of the Hill. But more props to you for enjoying. My 8-year-old is battling her uncle in a prank war. Last night, she delivered this devastating blow. Reserved for Mr. Hadada. Okay. Kids are crazy. You know what's my favorite thing? Just a side thing. I love it. When it's like what do you call it? Like when one person's playing like a game and then the other person just says "fuck you," just gets like super serious, like burns her whole clothes or something, her whole wardrobe. Like she comes home and she's like, "What, uncle?" And there's just a pile of clothes and she just goes, just throws it off and walks away like, "You ain't play games with me, not today, damn you." Ah, shit. Anyway. Oh, what? That is called bullshit. No way. You get a Eula Mona, Eula again, and Rosaria. 2 Eulas, 1 Mona. Oh man, what would have been perfect if you would have got 2 Eulas and then a Mona. That way, next wish, you get guaranteed banner character as well. Also, I love the meme. Congrats. I will say my favorite version of this meme is like the black kid who's like going to school for like his school day, and he looks like a little man, and he's just sitting there, he's like, so happy for you. Great. I'm so happy. And just various poses of this very upset man, or very imbued with resting bitch face man. This reminds me of the one time when in the heyday of Genshin, there was like this poll that like everyone showed on Reddit. It was crazy, where dude got 3 Ganyus, and I think maybe some other person, maybe like a Diluc or something, or a Mona or something, but he got all 3 like Ganyus back to back to back. It was stupid, like just crazy, in one poll. Wild. But then the thing that sucked is, like, if you watch the full video, which I did, the dude didn't want Ganyu, so he's just like, it's kind of cool, and like just completely glossed over, and he clearly was spending a lot of money in the game anyway, so it wasn't like again, it's like relative, right? So if you're a free-to-play person, that happened to you, you're like, I don't need any more, or I used up all my luck. Whereas if you're a person who's just constantly spending in the game, you're like, no, I'll be back. So nothing matters. Everything is relative, unfortunately. Wangshu Funeral Parlor Squad. Hu Tao about to die. Where should I read this? Just anything? Xiao. I can still fight, says Xiao. Zhongli says, please, you can rest now. Hu Tao says, Zhongli, I'm at my limit too. You can heal yourself. It's true, very true. And then Ganyu just shooting from the same. I know. I was about to say, fucking what's her name? Ganyu was just like, what? You play like Ganyu is the most like privileged person in Genshin Impact, where she's just like, what? You have to choose whether you want your ult to hit hard, kinda, or your main weapon to hit hard, really. What? You have to spread out damage? What is single target damage? Oh, that's cute. I do all damage, everywhere, all the time, constantly. You're crazy. And nothing in the game needs you to do any more than that. So even for the characters that can't hit for 1,000,000, there's nothing in the game that requires you to hit for 1,000,000. Guys, choosing a skin in RPG, Goblin Slayer. Also, guys, choosing a skin in an RPG, just like a whammon. A whammon where you just buffed up the sliders on your desired traits that you value, I suppose. Could just be me, but like I always, and I feel like a lot of people are, well, no, maybe not a lot of people, but for me, I always feel like regardless, the main protagonist, your boy, has to look awesome. Has to look like the night guy. I don't care if I'm playing a lady, I want her to look like ordained with badass night gear, and then my companion can look however like lewd I want, whatever. Just because, I don't know, maybe it's just me where I'm like, nah, I want to look cool, you know what I mean? Whereas like, lewd messes with cool sometimes, where like I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, so hot. Shift, you know? Also, God, Jesus Christ, girls tend to act weak around guys. They like girls around me. Dude, what do you call it? The fucking girl from Fire Force, which is the top one. I don't know who the middle left is. I know, what do you call it? There's a Do You Even Lift or Barbell something is the one to the right. But what do you call it? That's one of those things it's weird, because like there's a subsect of like abs that is like, you know, people have the tendency to say like abs are made in the kitchen or something like that. But that's also bad advice, because you can take a skinny guy and just like rip all the fat off of him, and he's just gonna look like he's an anemic, on the verge of death man, you know? So you need to exercise a great deal too. But the point being is that it seems like with abs, a lot of it is like cutting weight, lowering your body percentage, which is totally true. But it sucks because like there are some, like for me, I've seen an image once of like a girl who has like abs, but also is like very, very vascular, like just cut out all the fat. You look like you're looking at like just literally a skeleton of muscle fibers, essentially. And I thought, that's a little much for me. But then if you have someone who has definition, who still has a little bit of like softness to them, but also has the definition of clearly having core strength, that's peak to me. Although I don't know, man. Again, we've had this conversation on streams. But like, everyone talks about booba, everybody talks about ass, and nobody talks about a person willing to do things with you that involve either of those things, you know? And that to me is like, as I stroke my beard, because I feel like this is the one bit of wisdom that I should focus on. It's focus on the person that's willing to use what they got to the utmost for you. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily like, there's so many people who have X and don't want to use X, okay? And then you're just sitting there like, well, this is the idea of it's nice, but what the fuck is nothing's happening, you know? And don't worry about it, okay? Yeah, it's just opposite day. Yeah, support has everything, other thing has not. Yeah, yes. If you hard, then you... What? If you hard, then you hard. Work, play. If you work hard... What? If you work... No. If you hard work, if you work hard. Okay, I was trying to say, then you play hard. Oh my god. These are like the worst, but I also love these games. It's the biggest hate-love relationship ever because I like the challenge of reading it, but at the same time you're like, what the fuck is going on? What are you doing, dude? How did nobody be like, hey, let's calm down? But maybe that's the point. Maybe it's like, what an idiot. And then you're at, well, actually, I don't know what the fuck this is anyway. I didn't advertise anything to me, so maybe that doesn't work out. If you work hard, you play hard. If you hard, then you hard. Oh, so card the chest. I feel personally attacked. I can't believe that you're still Signal. Fucking shit. I know why. I know why I am. I can't believe you're still Signal. You're shy. You're an introvert. You're depressed. You have self-doubt. No social life. And ugly. I've had to report all of these things can be changed or improved upon. Again, shyness is just the aspect of a deep-seated... Honestly, you know what shyness is? If you break down, you go whoosh, 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 all the way down to the base, a lot of what shyness is you having an expectation or a desire for an expectation to come true of an outcome. So, again, it's like the reason why is like people say, well, I'm just not a talker. I call bullshit. You just have learned to not speak your mind. You've learned maybe through like your parents or your friends, or when you start to describe the things that you're passionate about, people tune out or people no longer listen. So in order to not feel hurt anymore, you just stop telling people how you feel, how you enjoy things, what you enjoy. Instead, you've chosen to get validation from yourself, or just to accept that maybe people won't give you the thing that you're looking for. So then you stop trying to get it. Same thing we've said for shyness. Again, shyness is the idea of like, if you're telling me if you could have your best friend in the entire world, even if you don't have that, to think of whoever that would be, and the person would accept what you're talking about, would be excited to talk to you, would find that you're funny, and would find that you're interesting, you wouldn't want to talk to that person. You would still be shy. No, it's the expectations of the encounter that's ruining stuff and making you feel shy because you're reserved. You're holding back because of maybe past judgment of what happened in the past. So anyways, that can be improved upon as long as you just say, you know what, fuck everybody. I'm going to speak as if someone is interested, because that's the only way I'll find people if they're interested. One outcome is I'm shy forever. Everyone will have to fucking break down every barrier I put in front of myself just to be able to get to who I am, which is super hard. And then the other option is, okay, I gotta be comfortable with who I am, shine as hard as I possibly can, and for the people that find it annoying and don't like it will walk away, and maybe the people that find it endearing and learn to love it will find me, etc. Anyways, introversion is only a negative because you just get exhausted by people, which can lead to a lack of a social life, but not really, because I think there's ways to get social without doing stuff like that. Depression is a half and half of your chemical makeup that you were born with in your brain, as well as outlook on circumstance and value relative to your environment. And ugly can be absolutely improved upon a great deal. Absolutely be improved upon by a great deal. And even if you're ugly, just provide a shit ton of value in a different way. Be super financially stable. Be incredibly helpful. Be incredibly intuitive. Like, at the end of the day, there are people who want a partner who doesn't just look nice, but maybe can provide something for them, you know? As much as that may like demystify the love aspect of things, I think there's both. There's both like the hopeless, goofy, mushy love, and then the people who are like, actually, I want to start a family and I want to like have a child, and I need someone who's can keep my shit okay and like help us when we need it. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. The one thing that I can relate to a heavy bit, at least for me, in this whole like what I would determine, and this could be I have a lot of things I'm probably not aware of that would be super annoying to deal with. 100%. That's not what I'm talking about. My only thing is that mine is a lack of social life for sure. I do not get out at all. And I love people. So I feel like if I was in like, again, my plan is in the pursuit to find a companion in life, is to go take at our college, I'm gonna go take a class on how to make food, essentially like a baking that kind of class. I'd also go take a yoga class. I'd also go do all those kinds of things just to like help improve my body, but also I need to know how to make food for myself, hopefully with greater skill. Also, it's hopefully a place where some women would be. And I could say hi and just make connections and etc. And if something happened along the way, then good. But I will admit, that's like my hugest, I think it's everyone's hugest problem, is that you're not getting out there. You're not actually putting yourself in an environment with the thing. And then the other thing, all of this other stuff could be a self-destructive tendency, which is, I am not worthy because of X, Y, Z, 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 X, you know? But alas, I think everything here can be improved upon, and none of it's an excuse of why you should be alone. I think the number one choice of why you are alone is yourself, unfortunately, because of all of the potential asking of why I'm not something and not how I can put myself in a position where I can get or benefit from or increasing my odds of finding a partner and etc. But I am just talking as if I put myself in the same situation and talked. Again, there are definitely a world of circumstances that I'm not privy to. But alas, let's move forward. We'll do a couple more. Again, there's always one that just chews me up, just takes like, I'm like, all right, me, let's do it. Let's find out why this one makes me feel like, shut up, you're not correct. It's not even that you're not correct, it's just that like, again, your circumstance can be so much different than mine. Like maybe you're busy, maybe you're like trying to get a shit ton of work done, like maybe you're like in school, maybe you're just got a new job in a very unfamiliar place. So like you're trying to manage everything, and if that's the case, and that's your excuse, but that's not like, that's an excuse that is only an excuse for the time until you're done. Oh, I just had a bot yell at me about my social security things. Cool. It's a fucking scam. Anywho, point being is all of your things are circumstantial, and as soon as you have either just separate yourself from them, like give yourself some time to do something else, or when you finally have completed that thing, or like gotten to a place where you're no longer hindered by that time suck, then you'll be good to go. But don't feed the demons that will stay with you forever. Like, oh, I'm an introvert. Whatever. Introvert is your expending of energy. It's nothing to do with the fact that you what? Like, just go play on Xbox Live and talk to people. Like, what are you talking about? Go on like fucking chat rooms and just hang out. Like shit. So anyways, the crucial fourth ice cream bowl was lost at some point, forever altered the fiber. I scream, you scream, we all scream. What? What was it supposed to be? One bowl is the only difference between a delicious ice cream party and a horrible ice murder. What is it? What is the third bowl supposed to be? Ice cream, I scream, you scream, we all scream. I don't know. I feel like that is what's the third bowl supposed to be? I don't remember what the third instance is supposed to be. So I go to McDonald's and a lady behind me honked at me and flicked me off because I was talking too long, taking too long to order, so I paid for her food. When I got to the second window to get my food, I showed them both receipts and took her food too. I paid for it, it's mine. So I honked my horn and screamed, "Get your ass back in the line, bitch." So wait, what happened? I'm confused. Okay, so you paid for her order, and then when you got to the top, you said, "Hey, I want both of these things." So then when she came through, they're like, "We already, what?" Like, what? That seems complicated. But like, this guy's playing 5D chess. I'm sure the girl was just like, "Okay, I guess it was a mistake. shitting goes to like I'm not sure it registers like, yeah, he took my shit. Maybe just me. I'd be like, weird day. I would just move on. They really went with the short form of Nutella for whatever reason. Chocolate filled with nut. Weird. Weird. Also, man, Nutella's in everything now. Also, I used to like Nutella, and now it's in so much stuff to where I'm like, feels like weird chocolate. Feels like weird chocolate. I'm not sure if it's just me. Could just be me. My sister really made me a bow tie out of my own hair. It's time to move out. What does it say? Good morning, idiot. I've been collecting your hair for a few weeks now for this present. It's so cute. Happy birthday. It's under your pillowcase. I'm so confused. It sounds like your sister's like, fuck you. You got goofed. And at the same time, it's like, bitch, you're the one fucking rummaging our pipes. Or the fucking sink or something, collecting hair. Like, the undertone of like, I got you, idiot. It's so much. But then the premise is literally just some creep. Holy shit, that's brutal, man. Fucking sisters are weird, dude. My brothers were like, I got you this Under Armour shirt. Thanks. Okay. Cool. Buy money again this year? Alright, fuck off. Okay. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the thing. Man, it happens every time, and I'm debating on whether we should just nix it. Just pull it out of the socket. Essentially, we had that whole like monologue. Then I talk about it at the end, and then it makes it even more jarring because then there's two cuts. But anyways, we made a thing about relationships and people talking about just diminishing their self-value and being like, this is why I can't get a relationship. This is why I suck. This is why this is my problem. This is why I can't do this. This is why I'm broken inside. And instead, you know, man, this is one of those, just from a lesson from your boy, I used to be 100% that. I used to be like, this is why I can't do anything. I got my hands weird. I can't do cannibal stuff because my hands, it's like the hardest part of it is hand strength. And bitch, I got like 60% less to work with. Eat shit. Not doing it. But then I was like, I really want to do it, so I'll try it. And then this is how I kind of come to the deduction of this. It is, if you can train your brain to focus on how instead of why, you'll be pretty okay. So focus on how you can have a social life. Focus on how you would make choices or changes to put yourself in an environment where people might find you. Decide how you might work against your introverted tendencies, or honestly work with your introverted tendencies. Going to places that people who are also introverts can relate to and go to. That way you're not in a weird relationship with someone who's super extroverted and you're not, and you're now having to balance this weirdness out. But alas, I don't know. I just found a lot of people, again, I think that's the problem. I think like a lot of you guys can probably relate to that too, is if you've been through a scenario and you're hearing your friend talk about it, you want to listen and be helpful and like just be a good listener, but at the same time in the back of your head you're like, I've been here before, there's blood in this water, be careful, because if you don't start swimming, bitch, you're gonna get eaten by sharks. Okay, although sharks are not that bad and media portrays sharks in a really horrible way. Anyways, side thing, see, there's many other reasons why. Some things may not be the case, but how I can get past those is where I want to focus my attention. Anyways, the meme was funny and cute, but just, it's your boy, wanting to ruin things. Boom. Anyways, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the show today. Also, we stream every single day over at, not every day, we stream most days. Monday we take off, Wednesday we take off, but we stream on both YouTube and Twitch at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. I'll usually let you know when we're streaming on Twitch on YouTube. And I'm up on the top of your subscriber feed, maybe, possibly, if you have me binged. If you have me binged. That sounded like a weird, yeah. Thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day and goodbye.